Hey, and welcome to another episode of Morning Soul Wake Up. I'm Luann. I'm so excited you're here. I decided to step out in nature today and kind of get a little fresh air and kind of bond with nature today. It is so beautiful this morning, and I'm so excited that you guys joined me. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. It was all about ready, set, go. Today is going to be a little bit different. It's about the climb is better than the view. So we're going to start off with our affirmation today. Are you ready? All right, great. It says, though the way is steep and the winding, I journey up the mountain. I find strength in knowing that others have reached the summit before me. I ascend for myself and on behalf of those who have come after me. I absolutely love this affirmation. It kind of ties into your journey. And so we could talk about that right now. So the journey is always going to be different for everybody. It's going to be, like we talked about yesterday, it's going to be bumpy. It's going to have moments of ups and downs. It's going to have times where you're going to have to face yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not sure I like that, or I'm not sure I want to look at that at the moment because I'm not ready to face all of that. So as you make your way through the journey, there's always going to be somebody who maybe reaches a pivotal moment in their life before you do. And it's okay because your journey is different than somebody else's. But the journey is so much more greater than that view because you're going to go through so many different things. You're going to face so many different things. There's going to be so many opportunities in your life that come your way as you're taking this journey. Because as we talked about yesterday, you're going to learn how to not to let people pull on your energy, right? You're going to be able to be like, that hurt. That wasn't feeling good, so I'm going to move past that and I'm going to find a different path. And I'm going to do one that serves my highest good, that one that serves my alignment, right? The one that protects my mind, the one that fuels my body, and the one that keeps my soul in line with all three. So again, that journey is so important to each and every one of you as you take it and process it differently. So I love that. The climb is better than the view. When you get to that moment in your journey, when you feel like you're almost there, it's gonna feel different for everybody. I know for me, there's a lot of stuff I still need to work on. I'm sorry, it's kind of hot out here. It's a little hot. I live in Florida. A little hot, sorry. Take a little drink, sorry. So if I'm sweating and the makeup is melting off, just kind of bear with me. Just kind of watch as it just kind of melts off. So you get to see yourself in this journey, right? So just picture yourself climbing this mountain, and every step that you take, it may be difficult, right? You may hit a rock that's small, so you can't get your whole foot on that rock. Or you get to a rock that's big enough so your whole foot fits on it, so you can kind of maneuver up quicker up that mountain. And then all of a sudden you feel like you're almost to the top, right? You're almost there. And then somehow you stop, right? And you could see the view, and you knew the journey was hard, and you knew the journey had times where you fell back down a couple of steps, right? Or a couple of rocks, or you went back to the bottom and you're like, how did I get back here? Like I was almost to that top. I almost saw the view. And then you realized as you climbed that mountain, that journey is what took you to the top, right? That journey is what takes you to that view where you can kind of overlook that mountain view and you go, wow, that's impressive. Look at me. I'm up here now and I'm a different person, right? I'm different from the inside out. I'm different from the mind, the body, and the soul. I have alignment now. I see things in a different perspective. I can triumph through heavy situations. I can deal with things that come pounding at me that I may have never been able to deal with before, whether it be childhood traumas or relationship traumas or illnesses. Illnesses is a big deal too in people's lives. You don't realize the impact it has on the mind, the body, and the soul when it starts to wear down the human body, just in general, your body, if you, God forbid, have cancer and it starts to eat at the body, and then it rips your soul, and it starts to play with your mind because it doesn't allow you to think clearly, and it doesn't allow you to see things where you feel like you can win the battle, or you can or that you can survive. But you can survive. You are a survivor, and this journey, like we said yesterday, is going to be bumpy. It's going to be rough. But there's going to be days where you're like, that was wonderful. I made it through today, and I am better than I was yesterday, because every day is better than yesterday. Even when you have the times where you come back down that mountain a little bit, right? You slip, come back down. It's okay, because you're going to get to the top, and you're going to see the new you, and you're going to look like, wow. When you look down that mountain, right? That was the starting point. As you look over that mountain, you can go, that was me then. I'm here now. I've ascended. I've reached the top. I'm a better person inside and out. I have reached things that I never thought I could reach. I've met myself in a different light, right? I met me the before, and I met me after. And I like the me after. I didn't realize that I liked myself a whole lot until I started this journey. And I'm sorry if I look like I'm shaking. My feet don't reach the bottom of this bench that I'm sitting on. So, like, it's a little nerve-wracking. So I'm kind of rocking my feet so it looks like I'm on the cliff or the mountain getting ready to tumble off. Being short is not fun. But as this journey began, the climb was difficult for me. Like I told you yesterday, facing some things in my life I didn't want to face was hard. In relationships, you look at yourself and you're like, I know I did the best that I could, and we always want to blame somebody else, and we always want to be able to put the blame on somebody else, because it's easier than having to self-reflect, right? It's easier than having to look at yourself and be like, okay, so this is what I did wrong in the relationship, and this is what somebody else did. But it's easier to go, well, they did this, they did that, and I just kind of sat back and took it all. Well, that's not what happened, right? We all have equal give and take, right? We all have equal blame. So it's just easier in life to blame somebody else, because you don't want to have to look at yourself and realize, I may need to fix that. I may need to look at myself pretty deep and say, that's something I need to fix, right? So the journey is truly better than the view. The climb is better than the view, because it's looking at you in a way that you never saw yourself before. And so you're going to be proud of that climb. Even when the climb puts you back down to the ground, or that climb sets you back down a few steps, it's okay, because it's the journey, and it's okay, because when you get to the top, right, and you look over and you see the person that you were to the person you are now, you're going to definitely love knowing that that journey was worth the climb. Okay? So love yourself through the journey. Love yourself through the climb. And when you get to times in your life where you feel like, you know what, I feel like I'm not going to make it, just think about looking at yourself in a different perspective. Being like, I've completed so much in this journey. I have seen myself in a different perspective. I met myself in a different way that I never thought I'd see myself before. Like for me, I find myself loving myself more. Like I'll look in the mirror, even though look, this is real and authentic and raw. Like the old lady kind of shows through, like the wrinkles a little bit, and that's okay. I am who I am. And if you don't like me, I still love you, and it's okay. But I'm being real and authentic, is why I decided to come out here to the sunshine, to nature, to kind of bring my center back to balance. Sometimes we need that, right? We need that balance, and nature will definitely do that for you, and sunshine, and it'll help with the balance. But anyway, I had to look at myself in ways that I just didn't want to look at myself. But I do love me. I like me. I'm confident. I'm smart. I'm educated. I'm an amazing mom, and I pride myself on that. That is like my greatest accomplishment in life is my kids. They are my world. They're my life. And I never looked at myself like that before. I just thought of myself as a mom, right? I was just mom. I was mom to 3 kids at one, 3 young kids at a time, and I worked and I owned a business and I went to school and I did all these things and I was a wife and I held the house and I cooked and I cleaned and I did it all. And so, like I told you, it was a repetition. It was constant. It was never a, good job, mom, good job, hun, or, I didn't get a little trophy at the end of the day, right? I didn't get a little star or sticker. I got exhaustion, right? I got climb into bed, close my eyes, and the whole entire day would play like a movie, right? It would just play and play and play, and I'd be like, "Oh, I could have done that differently. I could have made that better. I could have done that." And then I never settled down at night. I would beat myself like I could have done better, right? I could have been a better mom, or I could have been a better wife, or I could have been a better friend or a daughter or a sister or an aunt or like whatever. Like I'd beat myself down because I didn't feel I was good enough, because I didn't have the time to reflect on myself or give myself that love, right? To give, even though you get the love from other people in your life, it's not the same as self-love, because you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself, right? You can't. You cannot give anybody any more of yourself when you don't love you. When you can't fill that energy reservoir, right? Like we were talking about yesterday. If you can't fill your own cup of love, you can't give a cup of love. You can't give it to anybody else. You can't even give it to yourself. So you got to love yourself. So I liked me. I thought I was pretty cool. Even though somebody else doesn't like me, that's okay. My niece likes me. She's with me right now. She's been like supportive to me. And I have my kids. They're an amazing support to me. And I even have my son-in-law who's been a huge help with helping designing my logo, and my niece's husband, my new nephew, who's been able to kind of guide me on kind of equipment to get. So as we kind of power through this new channel, I'll be adding some new things. So, it'll look a little bit more, I don't know, professional, I guess. I don't know. I like the real and authentic raw stuff, but whatever. I'm not really liking the wrinkles because it really just makes me feel bad. But that's okay. It's okay. It's real and authentic, right? It's real, and that's what the journey is. It's about being real and authentic with yourself, and that's the part. And I'm still rocking my legs, people. I wish I could video me not being able to touch the ground. I feel like I'm in a high chair. It's crazy. But so the climb is definitely better than the view, because you're going to just see yourself in a different light. You're going to see yourself happier and more content and more balanced and less stressed, and you're going to sleep better. When you start to align all 3, you're going to sleep better. You're going to be like, wow, that was really good sleep. I've never had that before, because I would wake up probably 8, 9, 10, 11 times at night, and by the morning I was just like, did I even sleep? Did I even sleep? I don't know. And then I'm like downing, like, anybody who knows me, probably 7 or 8 cups of coffee a day, just trying to boost my energy. So even though I love, like my black coffee and stuff, I don't need it anymore, because even if I don't get a full amount of maybe 8 hours, I'm contented in my life. I'm contented in who I am. Even though I've got so many things going on around me in my life, I'm contented in who I am, and that's where it began, the contentment with me. I overcame so much, and I got to look at me and go, I like this lady. She's pretty cool, She's older, more seasoned. I like that word. I'm like fine wine, okay? But the journey and the climb is worth it, because that view down below is the person I was, not the person I am now. So as you get yourself in a situation where you're like, I don't want to do this no more. It's too painful. I don't like looking at myself like that. I don't like to have to reflect like that. I don't want to look and knowing that I made mistakes and I have to face those mistakes, but you can't, because you're going to overcome them. And you're going to learn that you're going to be a better person for it, for you, nobody else, for you. And that's a whole part of this journey of self-discovery and healing. You're going to love yourself in a different light. You're going to see yourself. You're going to be like, wow, that's a different person. I like that person. She's pretty cool. My kids think I'm cool, right? My niece thinks I'm pretty cool. So I am so thankful and blessed to be able to share this journey with you guys. I'm just so happy to know that I can help somebody else find peace and find balance in their life. And I'm really excited that you guys are here with me. But don't be afraid to reach out by email, because I'd love to hear comments. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. I'd love to hear that, if you're having some difficulties or you need some more guidance, I'll be more than happy to help you. I would love to help. The climb, the journey, it's better than the view, I promise. This is a beautiful ascension for yourself to see what you can accomplish. And I'm excited to be a part of it with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the authentic rawness. Don't comment on the old lady wrinkles, okay? Just leave that for another day. Like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We're going to focus on tomorrow. I think we're going to, actually, I pretty know we're going to focus on forgiveness, self-forgiveness. That to me was the next step for me, is forgiveness. But again, enjoy the climb. Enjoy the journey. It'll have moments. Don't give up, because I'm not going to give up on you, and I don't want you to give up on yourself. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Can't promise you I'm going to be in the nature, because it's hot out here. I'm going to go back in my house where the AC is nice and cold. So have a beautiful day. Remember, I love you. I got your back. I'll be your support. And until tomorrow, thank you for joining me on Morning Soul Wake Up. Have a beautiful day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.